into your final semester here as a Wildcat. Talking a bit beforehand about class schedule. As a student athlete, how has it been, through your 4 years? Obviously, it's always a tough juggle between school and athletics, and especially the hockey season, which runs so long. How's it been for you?
Not too bad. I mean, every year it gets a little more hectic around playoff time. I mean, not much schoolwork gets done around then, but it's going good. I'm graduating on time, so it's fine.
And you're an international business major, so
yep.
After hockey, what kind of career path do you see yourself going towards?
I don't even know. Yeah, I haven't really looked past hockey yet, and it's not one of the things I really want to look into.
Well, I can understand that. As you wind down here in what is the final weekend of the regular season before playoffs again, and you look back on your career, do you realize just how much your class has done? Obviously, barring any substantial setbacks, going to the NCAAs for the fourth consecutive time.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of success, our class, and I think it started our freshman year. We had great leaders in Hadar, and then the next year with Colin Hemingway and Lanny Gare and those guys, we've had a lot of success, and we're happy to be part of it.
As a senior class this year, obviously, senior leadership is so important. Especially, Coach Umile always emphasizes his senior leadership whenever we speak with him. Coming into this year, named as a tri-captain on the team, how did you feel? Any additional pressure? Are you the type of guy who leads by example, or are you a more vocal guy?
Whatever needs to be done. Mm-hmm. I don't mind speaking up when stuff needs to be said, but I like to lead by example and just go out and do my thing.
4 years is obviously a long time. So as you look back on it, special moments for you. Do you have one moment that really stands above others? I mean, obviously you've had a lot of success. Didn't mean to throw you a curveball or anything.
No, well, the one memory that does stick out is the game-winning goal in the Fleet Center. It was pretty special just because my family was in town, and they don't get to see many games of mine in person, so it was kind of a special moment.
As a kid from Regina, Saskatchewan, going through the U.S. Junior Hockey League and then coming into Hockey East, how does a kid from Regina, Saskatchewan, first of all, end up in the USHL?
Well, it's kind of a weird story. There's a kid that my dad coached, knew the coach that I went down for, and he actually played 2 years in Lincoln, and when he got a scholarship to North Dakota, he called me and told me about the league and the coach and stuff, and I ended up calling Lincoln and asking if I could come try out, and ended up making the team. So
that's an interesting route to get to Hockey East. Did you look at what other schools did you look at before you came to New Hampshire?
Actually, New Hampshire was the only school that I visited on a recruiting trip, but I was in contact with Lake Superior, Minnesota Duluth, North Dakota was interested, but I mean, obviously New Hampshire was just a better fit, and they were actually the only program that was really serious. So.
Now, when you came to visit, were you an in-season visit? Were you
I came in the summer, actually.
Summer
yeah,
visit. So
I couldn't make it because of our playoff run and stuff, and by the time we were done hockey, the school was done and everyone was pretty much gone. So, but I ended up coming later the next year and watched a game, and it was unbelievable.
Well, that's obviously a big factor here is the Whittemore Center and the crowd, and as a senior you have a few more games left in front of that Whittemore Center crowd, so I'm sure you're eagerly anticipating those final few games.
Yeah, I mean, it's great playing at home. We have one of the best fan bases in in the country, and especially in Hockey East, you don't get that kind of crowd support everywhere in Hockey East, and it's just great to play in front of them.
As far as other places that you like to play, every player seems to have a favorite opponent's arena to go visit. What about for you? Where as far as going to another rink, where do you get up for?
I actually liked playing in the Walter Brown.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good rink. I liked its small rink. It was just a fun atmosphere, pretty hostile to go into. So it was always a fun rink to play in.
Obviously, this has been a successful year for the program, and as you head into the final weekend of the regular season and into playoffs, how do you get the kids and your teammates focused on the task at hand as a senior who's been through so much postseason experience?
Just play like it's a a regular game. Don't do anything special. Don't do anything different. Just keep doing what we've been doing to get us to this point.
One game at a time. Always focus on the next game.
Yep.
That's probably the best way to go about it. Now, as you head into the NCAA tournament postseason, not necessarily Hockey East and NCAA tournament, is there anything that you focus on differently, or you just you try to handle it in that one game at a time situation?
Yeah, I don't like to put too much pressure on myself, or you don't want to start trying new things. It's basically just do what you're doing, do what you've been doing all year, and if you start doing things differently, it's probably not going to turn out the way you like to.
And you obviously have had a very successful line this year as well, playing with Brett Hemingway and another senior in Sean Collins, and obviously the senior class is a very tight class as well. But playing with those two guys this year must have made a good senior year for you.
Yeah, it's been fun. Don't have too many complaints about it. Obviously, the line that we started off with Sean and Justin would have been nice, but I guess sometimes things don't work out, and obviously we found a good line, and Justin's on a good line too now, so it's worked out good.
Preston, thanks a lot. Good luck the rest of the way, and good luck in the future.
Thank you.